Netflix have come out to drag Diddy, and it looks like apparently Diddy didn't even pay the people who was filming this footage of him in the hotel. So therefore the clips were left there, the men were unpaid, Netflix and 50 came following, and they sold the clips and made a good amount of money. So had Diddy just paid these people their money and their worth, he wouldn't even be in this predicament. We wouldn't be watching this documentary. Hey guys, that's Murad Murali, daily and consistent content. Subscribe and let's get into this video. Netflix have broken their silence and they have insisted, guys, that its new documentary about Sean Diddy Combs produced by 50 Cent is not a hit piece or an act of retribution. A spokesperson for Diddy called the 4-part documentary a shameful hit piece with stolen footage. However, Netflix have responded and this is what they have stated. The claims about Sean Combs' The Reckoning are false. The project has no ties to any past conversations between Sean Combs and Netflix. The footage of Diddy leading up to his indictment and arrest were legally obtained. This is not a hit piece or an act of retribution. 50 is an executive producer but does not have creative control. No one was paid to participate. So Netflix have confirmed, guys, that this footage was legally obtained. There's no loophole for Diddy to jump through to cause a ruckus, because it's been revealed that Sean Diddy Combs' lawyers have sent a cease and desist, guys, to Netflix, claiming the docuseries produced by 50 is using stolen footage. But Netflix are saying, we obtained this legally, so this cease and desist is nothing but a farce. It is a fake PR move via Diddy. In a statement provided to CNN, a spokesperson for Diddy has accused Netflix of using stolen footage that was never authorized, and therefore they have filed a cease and desist. Sean was making his own documentary since he was 19. This footage was commissioned as part of it, Engelmeyer told CNN, which is, a spokesperson. We will see it tonight. Neither Netflix nor Mr. Jackson were kind enough to offer us a screener, Diddy's spokesperson stated. So Diddy's team have confirmed, guys, that they are looking at the footage themselves. They're looking at the documentary themselves. In response to CNN's request, Netflix have responded and said, it came to us, we obtained the footage legally and have the necessary rights. We moved heaven and earth to keep the filmmaker's identity confidential. One thing about Sean Combs is that he's always filming himself and it's been an obsession through the decades. We also reached out to Sean Combs' legal team for an interview and comment multiple times but did not hear back. As you are undoubtedly aware, Diddy has not hesitated to take legal action against media entities and others who violate his rights, and he will not hesitate to do the same with us, Netflix. As we know, he filed a $100 million defamation suit against NBC. So Diddy now is basically considering suing Netflix, taking it to that level and basically amplifying it, much like he did to NBC. Netflix have come out to say that we obtained all of this legally, so what are you even trying to say here? Diddy and this cease and desist, this shock legal move that he's basically just made in the past 24 hours is a desperate tactic to show the world, look, I'm trying to plea with you all that this is not me, this is a fake, exaggerated version of me with stolen footage of me. That is falling on deaf ears. Nobody really cares about Diddy anymore and what he thinks. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but whenever he speaks about, oh, woe is me, oh, this footage is, not real me, people don't really care. They're not listening to that side anymore because it doesn't land well after what we've seen of Diddy and Cassie in the elevator and, of course, post-criminal trial. This is why this documentary by 50 is so important. The timing is essential here because now we have so much going on with Netflix, 50, Diddy, the legal battles, but we can focus on this because we've done the criminal trial. Like, we've focused on all of that. Diddy's appeal is in 2026, but this gives us a space to really focus on the documentary for new people who don't even know Diddy, don't even know what he was accused of, to focus on this documentary. They're not convoluted by the news of a criminal trial going on. So I think it's so important when it comes to the timing of this. But this cease and desist, I'm not surprised by. The fact that Diddy's spokesperson has confirmed that they are watching this documentary, they're sitting together and they're watching it. Diddy is probably watching it at the Fort Dix, himself, is a bit of a shameful move because what can you do? They must be raging watching these scenes. And I also think that Diddy's time in prison is probably going to be pretty dangerous now because a lot of people confidently, me included, believe that he offed Tupac and Biggie. People in prison beginning to have these conversations, whispers about Diddy are probably going to try and do something to him, you know, knowing that he probably killed not only just Tupac, but Biggie as well, because, you know, it's in the same region as where Biggie came from. Brooklyn and New Jersey are quite far, but, you know, still in the same region, you know, East Coast, West Coast, and all of that. People still live on with that and abide by it. So I think his time in prison is going to be a lot more negative from now onwards, because this documentary 50 Cent also announced today is #1 in the US. Everybody is watching it. Everybody's talking about it. Even in London, it's a big conversation. This is not what Diddy likes. It's a big hole in his PR team and game that he's been trying. This cease and desist that Diddy is throwing at 50 Cent is just him throwing money. Empty money, waste of money, falls on deaf ears. It can't do anything, because if Netflix have confirmed that they have obtained this information legally, what can a cease and desist do? What can it do, guys? It can't do anything. I really thought that we would be ending the conversation of Diddy after the criminal trial. I'm a fool, because we had Diddy breaking, you know, moving prisons to Fort Dix, then the alcohol issues, then the 3-way phone call, which was illegal, then his prison extension. Then, do you remember the conversations about him being pardoned by Trump, and then TMZ confirmed it, that it was happening later on that week, and then other sources said that it wasn't happening. Diddy was looking forward to being pardoned. All of that was happening, guys, after the trial. And I thought, okay, cool. Now, this documentary has blown all of that out of the water, and we're talking about Diddy once again. And it's all negative. It's all negative. All of this is all negative. And I fear, and I think that we will continue to be talking about Diddy in the next year, to be honest with you, especially with Keefe D's trial going on and his appeal in 2026, where Diddy is going back to trial. That is when his appeal is stated, because Diddy is seeking a fast track appeal. And of course, Diddy appeal litigation will be going back and forth all in February and March as well. So we have a lot to get into when it comes to Diddy. It really hasn't finished. So this story of the cease and desist to me is very shocking. I didn't expect Diddy to make this legal move. Why, in the moment of this PR, in this documentary where you're being dragged, would you put yourself in an opportunity to be dragged again? Why did you not even pay these filmmakers? Also, the identity of these filmmakers, Diddy knows who these people are. Diddy knows who these people are that sold the footage to Netflix, because they were there filming it with Diddy in the elevator and everything. So those men are going to be in big danger with Diddy once he gets out. Those men are definitely on his hit list. 110%. 110%. It's a big risk to say, hold on now, I'm filming this with Diddy in his moments before he was arrested. Netflix have just approached me. Do I sell this? Diddy's going to know I'm going to sell it. But you know what? I need some money because Diddy didn't even pay me. Those men are on Diddy's hit list, and I do worry for them. Their identity needs to be, you know, kept at bay for a very long time. But once he gets out of prison, I can see Diddy seeing them as the #1 people on their hit list. Desperation, guys. It's all not going well for Diddy. It really isn't. And I think it's only going to continue, to be honest with you. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and give this video a thumbs up. Who would have thunk it, guys? So much is happening in the Diddy saga, and yeah, it's just crazy. Do subscribe. Tonight, my third part review will be coming out. I'll be watching the episode. It all gets dropped everywhere internationally. Somebody was asking me if it gets dropped differently in the UK or not in the US. I'm just choosing to review episodic each episode, because a lot of you guys wanted it that way, and I'm glad, because I think, you know, I'm excited to watch the third part. Apparently, the third part is crazy, so we're going to find out, and you're going to get my raw reaction straight away afterwards. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon.